Good evening. The news summary for this Monday, 11th July. The Supreme Court has passed its verdict in a sexual abuse case committed on a 10-year-old girl. The Supreme Court Judge Gustave Dounet passed the sentence on the man on Friday, 8th July. This is the second same offense committed by the offender on a minor in less than 5 years. Section 131 of the Penal Code makes provision for a maximum sentence of life imprisonment if the offense is committed against a child under 15 years and also if the accused has been convicted for the same type of offense and if the offender has repeated the offense during the 10-year period. The Judge Doudet has taken into consideration the probation report and on the accused personal circumstance and also his lawyer's argument, who has pleaded to the judge to take into consideration his age. The time spent on remand will be deducted from his sentence and he has a period of 30 days to appeal against the term. On the occasion of African Anti-Corruption Day today, the African continent commemorates Africa Anti-Corruption Day. Transparency International Seychelles has written an open letter to President Wiveram Kalawan.
In the letter, the chairman of Transparency Initiative Seychelles, Crystal Shetty, welcomes the audit report of the Auditor General on FA4JR scheme, which was put in place to tackle the economic downturn brought forth by the COVID pandemic. It calls on the government to take the necessary steps to recover any funds which have been misappropriated or fraudulently claimed under the FA4JR scheme. TIS encourages for the audit of the COVID-19 funds by the government so as to reassure the general public and donors that there were no misappropriation or fraudulent use of funds. It reiterates their proposal to the government to consider a standalone whistleblower legislation. It also encourages the government to continue its effort to establish and consolidate a system for merit-based public service. The message also calls on the government to consider measures to tackle misinformation and disinformation. Finally, TIS recognizes the stance of the government on a policy of zero tolerance to corruption and its effort to improve on legislative framework to address corruption.
Starting from the 1st of August, the Ministry of Health will be distributing COVID-19 vaccination certificates with QR codes at health centers that are administering vaccines. In a press conference this morning, the manager for the extended program for immunization, Florida Bijou, says that this will enable easy access to the document, especially for people who are traveling. At the moment, the document is being distributed at the Blue Roof office at the Ministry of Health within 24 hours from request. The vaccination certificates with the QR codes is valid for the amount of doses and the person has taken. If a person takes more doses, then the person will have to request for another updated document. The Ministry of Health is also asking parents and guardians to sign and return consent forms given to children eligible to take a COVID-19 vaccination. This is even if they do not want their children to take the vaccine. This is important for the ministry to keep an up-to-date record of vaccination among children in the country. At the moment, only 69% of children have been immunized against the virus, either through 1 dose or 2 doses. Meanwhile, the ministry is also advising members of the public to take their booster shots. The Cabinet has approved for Seychelles Tourism Academy STA to become a member of AMFORT, the World Association for Hospitality and Tourism Education and Training. The director of STA, Terence Max, says that the partnership forms part of the Academy's strategy to expand its international visibility and also to bring in foreign students. AMFORT is based in Geneva, Switzerland. End of this news summary. Join me at 8 for the news bulletin in Creole. Until then, have a pleasant evening.